up a little bit and go to under the double eagle. Under the double eagle. Under the double eagle. Under the double eagle. Trumpet fanfare to start. The sloop John B. Not too long. The sloop. processional O Canada. Repeat to letter B if needed.
It is my pleasure to introduce a special and important addition to Convocation ceremonies that reminds us all of the ancestral lands of the First Peoples of Canada. This song is called a victory song that will start us off in a good way at every one of our Convocation ceremonies. Over the past hundreds of years, there have been many victory songs that have been passed down through generations. These songs have a special power to them and therefore carry such great meaning, as this song correlates with the treaties signed with the Crown and the First Peoples of Canada. The treaties were arrangements signed as a foundation for ongoing relationships in understanding one another, so that we live together in a respectful relationship as we move together to advance reconciliation. We present this song to uplift the spirit and to encourage all of us to come together, sing and dance in victory for the graduates' accomplishments. It is my pleasure today to introduce the victory song, and I extend gratitude to our traditional singers and cultural ambassadors, Lyle Tutusis, Monty Sunchild, Al Crawford, Adrienne Lachance, Colin Rain, and Jade Tutusis, who have pre-recorded this victory song for the U of A Convocation ceremonies. Please remain standing. Whatsoever things are true, a promise made here at the University of Alberta over 100 years ago. Today, we are gathered to celebrate this commitment to ourselves and to our community. We celebrate with all those who will leave here today with their degrees. May you continue to seek truth. May you continue to serve in our global home. May you continue to grow in wisdom and understanding. And may you continue to uphold the university's values of integrity, freedom, and the equality and dignity of all persons, to create a community filled with promise for the future and goodwill toward all. Please be seated. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the University of Alberta and today's celebration. My name is Peggy Garrity, and I have the privilege of serving as the Chancellor of the University of Alberta and conferring all of your degrees today. I'd like to acknowledge that the University of Alberta is located on Treaty 6 territory and the homelands of the Métis. In stating this, we must recognize our responsibility in working in relationship alongside First Nation and Métis people and their communities on our way forward, and in good relations in uplifting the whole people for the next 7 generations and the university for tomorrow. On behalf of the entire university community, I'm delighted to welcome you to this convocation, the first time we've gathered in person since November 2019 to celebrate the graduating class. And I know you're all excited, but I'm really excited too, because this is the first time I actually get to do this and to see all of you live and in person today. It's really a special day. Graduates, we are very pleased that so many of your friends and family members could join us to celebrate with you today, celebrate your degrees. I can see lots of them sitting up there. As you participate in today's ceremony, you are walking in the footsteps of many generations of scholars. And each of the traditions you see on the stage and throughout the ceremony today have special meaning and significance. Today's formal opening procession to the stage, led by our Chief Marshal and the University Mace, originates in the procession of the Guild of Teachers. Such guilds in past centuries were dedicated to the pursuit of knowledge, just as our university is today. The many different academic gowns, hoods, and caps here on stage today reflect centuries of university tradition. As Chancellor, I wear our University of Alberta colors of green and gold. The different colors on your faculty hoods signify to everyone here today and to our society the degree that you have earned. Your caps, those Oxford-style mortarboards, may be considered a symbol of the scholar's independence. These symbols and traditions remind us of our connections to the past, but seeing your faces today and conferring your degree is all about the future, about your futures, and the future you will create for our communities and for the world. We'll hear from Ms. Charlene Butler on behalf of our Board of Governors and President and Vice Chancellor Bill Flanagan, who will join me here in recognizing your accomplishments today. We're also joined by traditional knowledge keeper Donald Langford, who is here today to extend a special recognition to Indigenous members of our learning community. Distinguished guests on the convocation stage also include a number of community leaders and members of our academy. I'm very pleased that deans and professors from our faculties of graduate studies and research and education are here to congratulate each graduand as you cross the stage. We'll also hear from Mr. Michael Fair, Board Chair Emeritus, who has accepted our invitation to receive an Honorary Doctorate of Laws, our university's highest honor. An honorary degree recognizes inspiring role models and teachers, celebrating extraordinary achievements or remarkable service to our society. And Michael, I'm so proud to be able to celebrate your honorary degree today. Following the presentation of the honorary degree, we'll begin the recognition of all of your degrees. One of our deans will present you on behalf of the faculties, and our president will guide you through your pledge to pursue the encouragement of learning and the public good. It will then be my great honor to admit you to your degrees and confer upon you all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities that come with being a university graduate. Then it'll be your turn to be up here. Each of you will cross the stage as your name is called. And for everyone here, I'm sure that will be the most important part of today's ceremony. Your degree will actually be conferred as I congratulate you and we meet each other on the stage. I've been advised that my hand would be very sore after congratulating thousands of students at 14 Convocation events this spring. So please just pause and say hello so we can congratulate each and every one of you. That moment will bind you and the University of Alberta together for all time. We are all here to welcome you to the University of Alberta alumni family, and I really hope you enjoy the day. I'd like to start by inviting greetings from Ms. Charlene Butler on behalf of the Board of Governors.
Thank you. Eminent Chancellor Garrity, President Flanagan, distinguished guests, graduates, families, and friends, I am very pleased to participate in this special day on behalf of the Board of Governors to bring the Board's greetings and hearty congratulations. Today is a day of celebration when the entire university community, along with your families and friends, gathers to celebrate you, the graduating class of 2022. It is also a day to celebrate the university, which by virtue of this marvelous milestone has successfully provided you with the academic resources to support your engagement with issues and opportunities of 2022 and into the future. Collectively and cooperatively, you will be the generation that moves society forward in the arts, in the economy, in knowledge, discovery, and research. You've been changed over your years at the U of A. The knowledge you've gained here will enable you to address society's issues, influence others, and shape our collective future. You're now the kind of citizen who will apply critical thought, share your knowledge, foster common understanding, and employ the skills you've gained here to better society in a competent, thoughtful, ethical, and engaged way today, tomorrow, and from now on. Our very heartfelt congratulations to you, your family, friends, and supporters. Be proud, savor your success, enjoy today, and we wish you the very best for the future.
Thanks, Charlene. It's now my pleasure to invite President Bill Flanagan to address Convocation.
Thank you, Chancellor Garrity. And I have to say, I'm thrilled to be here today. I've been in the role of president now for 2 years, and this week represents the first time in 2 years that I've been able to be at an in-person convocation with our graduates. So I share the thrill that all of you feel today upon graduating. I'd also like to express a warm welcome to our honorary degree recipient and our many guests in the audience, and of course, the graduating class of 2022. It's all of you that we're here to celebrate today. And the journey you've made is one filled with excitement and exploration. But it's also one that can be arduous. What you've accomplished takes fortitude and commitment, many late nights and early mornings, and I'm sure were impressive amounts of caffeinated beverages. and the determination to persevere, even in the face of formidable odds and often overwhelming workloads. And that's the journey experienced by a typical university degree recipient. But your journeys, as we know, have been anything but typical. You've had to earn your degrees amid unprecedented global conditions during the past 2 years. This has not gone unnoticed. On behalf of the University of Alberta, I want to offer our profound appreciation to each and every one of you. Throughout the many changes and challenges of the past 2 years, you have been quick to adapt. You have been resilient. And above all, you have demonstrated your commitment to doing all we can to keep one another safe. Thank you, all of you. And in addition to managing through COVID, the university has also been navigating some other challenging conditions you may have noticed. And I'll restrain the urge to regale you with riveting tales of budget cuts and academic restructuring. But suffice it to say, the university has undergone its own evolutionary journey over the past 2 years. There's still more work to be done, but having now implemented most of the major structural changes, I know that our university is prepared for the future. We are well positioned to continue stewarding this remarkable institution, which has grown and endured and cultivated knowledge and ideas for 114 years. And throughout, our core mission has always remained unchanged: to build one of the world's great universities for the public good. And that's not mere rhetoric. There are many universities in the world doing meaningful work, but there are not many universities in the world doing globally recognized research on such a comprehensive array of some of the most significant challenges facing the planet. Challenges like climate change, developing sustainable energy systems of the future, global food security, advancing and defending free and democratic societies committed to justice, equity, and opportunity for all, harnessing the potential of artificial intelligence to better society, and advancing human health and wellness in our local communities and worldwide. I am proud to say that the University of Alberta is among a small handful of global universities with the research and teaching strength to make world-changing contributions to each and every one of these significant challenges. We are leading the way with purpose to develop solutions for our planet and our society. And perhaps one of the greatest challenges facing the globe is the urgent need to build a more inclusive and equitable world with opportunity for all in the face of mounting threats around the world to the core values of a free and democratic society. And this is where I believe the social sciences and the humanities, and this includes education. And on the topic of education, I just also wanted to mention I have a particular tie to the Faculty of Education, and the Dean will always smile when I say this, but both my parents are very proud graduates of the Faculty of Education at the University of Alberta, so it's particularly meaningful for me to be here today with you to celebrate. And I believe that the social sciences and the humanities, including education, have such a critical role to play in addressing these challenges. For example, I'm enormously proud of how the entire U of A community, where we are home to the Canadian Institute of Ukrainian Studies, has stood proudly with Ukraine as it bravely fights to preserve its free and democratic society. I'm also so proud of our university's new Indigenous strategic plan, outlining an ambitious vision for the meaningful inclusion of Indigenous peoples and Indigenous ways of knowing in all that we do as a university community. The plan lays out the next stage in building and sustaining respectful and mutual relationships with Indigenous communities and knowledge keepers. It will support the participation of Indigenous faculty, staff, and students in the university's offerings, and make space for Indigenous ways of knowing and the indigenization of curricula and research. The plan will help hold ourselves accountable to the goals that we've set. And building on our commitment to inclusion, the University of Alberta is home to the first Canada Research Chair in Deaf Education. There are more than 70 million deaf people worldwide, Deaf children can have difficulty developing language fluency, including in reading and writing. This is where education research can play such an important role in exploring ways to improve learning outcomes for deaf children. For example, our researchers are examining how arts-based instruction, like theater, can help deaf children develop their linguistic skills, opening opportunities for these children to learn, grow, and thrive. This is what sets our university apart, our impact in the world and the difference that we make. And this is no better demonstrated in the recent Times Higher Ed Impact Ranking. This ranking is the only global performance measure that assesses universities against the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, including ending poverty, ending world hunger, climate action, and sustainable land use. I am proud to report that among over 2,000 universities worldwide, the University of Alberta ranked 11th. This is the impact that we are having in Alberta, in Canada, and around the world. Yet our most significant impact is represented by all of you here today. That is our exceptional graduates. Undoubtedly, the U of A's most significant contribution to society and to the world is the remarkable talent of our graduates and all of the incredible things that you will do as you embark on this next chapter in your lives. You are the problem solvers and the change makers. You are the builders and thinkers and leaders who will help find our way through the world's thorniest issues. You are the ones who will bring new energy and fresh thinking to the great debates and challenges of our times. We can't wait to learn about all of the amazing things that you will do and when you use your skills and knowledge and your curiosity to help shape our evolving economy, nurture our fragile planet, and build a stronger and more just society. We know it's not going to take you long to make a real difference in the world when you walk out these doors, and we could not be prouder of you. So today, we celebrate your achievements, the bright futures that you all have as part of our growing and global University of Alberta family. Congratulations.
Knowledge shall not be the concern of scholars alone. The uplifting of the whole people shall be its final goal.
They inspire us all with their brilliance, creative force, and fervent desire to make the world a better place.
I accept in the name of our poor people.
Dream your dreams. It is possible to have a new kind of world.
Those who receive an honorary degree from the University of Alberta set the highest standards of dedication and excellence for students and for society at large.
It is a good day to be you.
Remember who you are. Remember where you come from.
And while their backgrounds and fields of endeavor vary widely, all are exceptional.
Maybe it's best if I just speak from the heart.
I will remember you. Will you remember me?
We face today a clash of ignorances.
You are who make the history. You are who create the future.
U of A honorary degree recipients embody the university's vision to inspire the human spirit through outstanding achievements in learning, discovery, and citizenship in a creative community.
Your generation will be called upon to balance what is now moving quickly to a tipping point.
I think we are now in the threshold of a new beginning.
It is a spirit that is building one of the world's great universities for the public good.
It is your attitude that will sustain you. It is not what happens to you, it is what you do with it.
Go out and not simply change the world, go out and save the world. That is what I would seek you to do.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate of the University of Alberta, it is my great privilege to introduce Michael Fair for the honorary degree of Doctor of Laws, our institution's highest honor. Mr. Fair has made transformational contributions to the City of Edmonton, the 2S LGBTQ+ community, the university, and the province, making our community a more welcoming, diverse, and livable place for all. His name is synonymous with the political struggle for two-spirited, lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans-identified, and queer individuals' rights in this city. In 1992, he was elected to the Edmonton City Council, making history as the first openly gay elected politician in Alberta and one of the very first in Canada. On council, he spearheaded many visionary initiatives, especially in the areas of homelessness, waste management, and conservation. He was re-elected no less than 4 times, ultimately serving 15 years on council. And at the height of the AIDS pandemic, Michael was one of the few civic leaders to call for dignity in the treatment of those suffering. At a press conference in support of people living with HIV, he stood with renowned U of A virologist Lauren Tyrrell to bring a sympathetic face to the disease. Mr. Fair's support of the 2S LGBTQ+ community includes founding and chairing HIV Edmonton, serving on the advisory board for the Institute for Sexual Minority Studies and Services, and co-founding the Edmonton Pride Seniors Group, among many others. It's hard to find a community organization in Edmonton that has not been touched by Michael's visionary support. His organizational communication, mobilizing, and fundraising skills have benefited causes such as poverty elimination, conservation, neighborhood revitalization, the arts, film festivals, and immigrant services. He shines as a champion, mentor, advisor, and connector. As chair of the U of A Board of Governors from 2016 to 2019, he initiated and completed the board's first governance review in 20 years, making it a more accountable body. A tireless champion of the university, he was among the most visible and supportive participants at all events around campus. Among his many honors, Mr. Fair was named the Citizen of the Year by the Edmonton Journal, was inducted into the City of Edmonton's Hall of Fame, and made the honor roll of the Federation of Canadian Municipalities. No less than a city park and a junior high school have been named in his honor. So today we honor his enduring legacy of public service and community leadership, guided by his principles of excellence, inclusion, and social justice. We recognize him as a champion of public education and post-secondary learning. And we celebrate, in the words of a fellow nominator, his striking combination of compassion, idealism, and pragmatism that inspires others and pushes himself to improve their communities. So, Eminent Chancellor, it is with great pride and respect I present Michael Fair.
Michael Fair, in recognition of a champion of public education and post-secondary learning who has created an enduring legacy of public service, social justice, and community leadership. I desire to confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Laws, and to express the hope that we shall continue to be enriched by your wise counsel for many years to come.
I'm very honored to be here today to accept a University of Alberta honorary degree. Chancellor Garrity, President Flanagan, and thank you for those very kind words of introduction. Board Chair Charlene Butler, it was a delight to listen to you as the board chair, having known I had to do that in the past. So congratulations to you and thank you so much. And to the platform guests, so many of you that I know and have worked with in the past, it's delightful that you are here today to join with me. Graduates of 2022, I am pleased to celebrate with you on these Indigenous lands. Canada has proclaimed June as Indigenous Peoples Month. It is also Pride Month in Edmonton. Before proceeding, I will do a couple of shout-outs. First, recognizing my sister Maggie Fair from the Chicago area, who has joined me with my family today. So Maggie, thank you for being here. Second, my good friend from high school days who now lives in Washington, D.C. area, Tony Grismala. Tony. I should mention our high school days were what, 15 years ago? Whatever. I also wish to shout out to Doug Stollery, who received a doctorate this morning, an honorary doctorate, another good friend, another part of the community. Doug, thank you. And finally, a huge, huge, huge shout out to the great students and staff watching this convocation from the Michael Fair Junior High School in West Edmonton. So students, welcome. Graduates, I have been on this stage and shook hands with thousands of University of Alberta graduates like you over the past 5 years. I watched all of them, like you, cross the stage in black robes as a member of the graduating class. It was a terrific and joyful experience. But I also began to wonder, with everyone dressed the same, what makes each of you unique as an individual? Then I looked down, and of course, it's the shoes, boots, sneakers, and moccasins. Thousands of you with new and special shoes. So graduates, how many of you are wearing new or special shoes today? Let me see your hands. And family and friends, how many of you are here with special shoes for today's celebration? Well, so am I. With whatever you wear, you have left your footprints all over the University of Alberta campus. The Butterdome, Sub, Campus St. John, the University of Alberta LRT station, Rutherford Library, Lister Hall, and on and on and on. Your footprints are the new layer on the hundreds of thousands who have been part of this campus. You will receive a degree today like many of those that have come before you. And then those graduates went out to the world with confidence, with the knowledge, research, and skills that have made them important in today's world. Don Iverson and Jan Reimer becoming mayors of the city of Edmonton. Sharon Jacobs, who as a nurse at a children's clinic assisted kids, and most importantly, their families. Sean Caulfield, a print artist among the best in the world. Penny Christopher, an early writer with the Edmonton Bullet, and now many years at Edmonton Citadel Theatre. With a law degree, Sharon Buckley Trash as a public trustee who helps those who need protection. And I cannot forget my good friend Pearl Bennett, who is the head of the Caribbean Women's Association in Edmonton. And during those darkest days of my first pandemic of AIDS, HIV in the 1980s and 90s, as a gay man, when everyone died, and I do mean everyone infected died, Doctors Barbara Romanowski and Lauren Terrell helped us understand and survive. And Dr. Larry Jewell, as board chair, shepherded the AIDS Network of Edmonton with hundreds of volunteers educating and caring for so many who died. Their footprints are here. And teachers, like Brad Mamcher at Michael Fair Junior High School. Many of you are graduating, and many of you with your degree will become teachers. Years ago, I started my career as a teacher. I taught kindergarten, 4- and 5-year-olds. I'm not sure they learned much. I learned a great deal. And part of that, which I think many of you will find, is that what you are doing is you are mentoring, educating, teaching young people, whether by families, friends, or teachers, is a fundamental and critical expectation of our society. And I see teaching as personally as both challenging and immensely rewarding. I was fortunate that the first principal I had when I was teaching kindergarten was an absolutely remarkable principal, one of the most important persons in my life. He made such a difference in how I developed as a teacher. There are thousands and thousands of footsteps of teachers who have graduated from the U of A in every school in Alberta that ensure you too will join them, both individually and as a group. Educators, teachers, through their day-to-day work, support social cohesion, equality, and values leading to the development of every child, learnings, thinking, as well as through such activities as sports teams, school bands, GSAs, and history clubs. Much of the foundation of our cities, province, and country of Canada depend and thrive because of excellent education and excellent teachers and educators who help provide and support every child. So, finally, about your shoes, moccasins, boots, and sneakers, know that as of June 8th, you are celebrating the accomplishment and confidence that thousands of footsteps have gone forward and left room for your success today. Perhaps most important, from my perspective, for you as graduates, is the gift you are giving. Your time here, your understanding and skills, success and confidence are now the footsteps that will guide and support those that come after you. They trust that they too will learn, will develop social values and go forward like you. The cycle of learning. Yesterday, those before you. Today, you are the new steps. And tomorrow, those who follow you, as it should be. So the story that I have today ends that every time you go to buy new shoes, you will remember this crazy man talking about boots and moccasins you convocated with in 2022. So celebrate, as the proverb says, if the boot fits, wear it with pride, with confidence. And as you leave the auditorium and go outside, Don't throw your mortar or your cap in the air. Perhaps kick up your heels. Who knows? Maybe a shoe or two will be thrown in the air. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you so much, Michael. Thank you for your humor. You are a remarkable example of leadership, persistence, courage, and determination to change our world for the better. As a person, as a community member, a parent, and a grandparent of young people who have inherited a better community, I really want to just say thank you. To commemorate this honorary degree, we would now ask that you sign the honor roll. And that makes it official. You are now a member of the University of Alberta class of 2022. Welcome to the family.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And now, graduates, it's your turn. As the name on each graduand is called to cross the stage, I will formally admit you to your degrees and will have an opportunity to congratulate you. On your journey across the stage, you will also walk past the University of Alberta Ceremonial Mace, sitting right over there. Centuries ago, the mace was a symbol of authority over life and death, and I will guarantee that is no longer the case today, thank heaven. Today, this mace represents the life-changing power of knowledge and the importance of our university and our graduates in the community. I look forward to meeting all of you up here on the stage.
The candidates for degrees will please rise. Please rise. I've been a teacher, I know how it works. And follow on page 5 of the Convocation program. You'll be asked to provide a spoken response for the pledge with the President, which will appear on the screen shortly. Eminent Chancellor and President, on behalf of the faculty, I present to you these scholars and ask that they be pledged and admitted to the degrees to which they are entitled.
Now, when you respond to the pledge, I want to hear the rafters of the Jubilee rattle. Do you promise faithfully to observe and loyally maintain the statutes, customs, privileges, and liberties of this, your university? Do you solemnly promise to conduct yourself in all things loyally and faithfully to the honor of your university, the encouragement of learning, and the good of your country? Hey, well done.
Definitely well done. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the legislature of this province, and with the consent of this university, I admit you to the degrees to which you are entitled, and invest you with all the powers, rights, and privileges pertaining to such degrees. I charge you to use them for uplifting the whole people, to inspire the human spirit, to serve your community for the public good, and to pursue more steadfastly whatsoever things are true. Please be seated.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Jennifer Tupper and Professor Ali Shiri, I present the following graduates for degrees in the Faculty of Education and Faculty of Graduate Studies and Research. Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Doctor of Education, Mary Lou Ruth Dixon. Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Master of Education, Twyla Madonna Armagast. Natasha Marie Babiak. Andrea Carmela Byfield. Shazia Carroll. Taya Anna Megan Costello. Carolyn Lee Creelman. Paula Marie Daza. Julia Heather DiGirolamo. Chelsea Estelle Grant. Sonia Jane Griffiths. Melissa Muriel Jaworski. Cheyenne Sarah Kapinski. Chelsea Kim Lackner. Barbara Ann Mack. Elise Moore. Amy Margaret Porter. Amanda Ruth Rintish. Alyssa Safari Gorgi. The degree of Master of Education is posthumously granted to Laura Lucina Story as an accepted and is accepted on her behalf by her son, Lawson Story. Jennifer Ann Usher. Stephanie Maria Waldner. Natasha Nicole Wensley. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Jennifer Tupper, I present the following graduates for degrees in the Faculty of Education. For the degree of Bachelor of Education and recipient of the Milton Ezra Lazert Gold Medal, Clara Louise Terra with distinction.
Clara Louise Terra is this year's recipient of the Milton Ezra Lazert Gold Medal in Education. This medal is awarded by the Faculty of Education to the graduating student who has shown the highest general proficiency in the final 2 years of the Bachelor of Education program. It is endowed by the Alberta Teachers Association in honor of Milton Ezra Lazert, a former Dean of the Faculty of Education. Clara's dedication to the Academy has earned her several awards and scholarships, including being recognized annually with the Louise McKinney Scholarship for Superior Academic Achievement. She also received the Certificate of Excellence from the faculty for the EDEL 321, Introduction to Curriculum and Pedagogy in Elementary School Physical Education. Since the beginning of her university education, Clara has volunteered with the Can Communications Chatter Program to support neurodiverse and neurotypical elementary age students to improve their language and communication goals. Working alongside educators and speech-language pathologists in a weekly group therapy sessions, this role helped to contribute to Clara's future aspirations to pursue a master's in speech-language pathology. She will begin her master's in this fall, while she continues to substitute teach with the Canadian Rockies Public Schools. Clara is excited to make a positive impact on the lives of future citizens. She plans to use both her education degree and her master's degree, once completed, to serve the needs and focus on the rapidly growing multicultural and diverse communities within rural Alberta. Congratulations, Clara.
Basima Koder. Wasila Shirazali Adam. Saima Afroz. Fatima Alateb. Erin Ali. Marian Ali. Candice Vicky Jean Allen. Samantha Cardenas Almeria. Yosef Fauzi Al-Sheikh Ali. Christopher Anastasio. Candice Ann Anderson with distinction. Ivy Joy Apostol. Chalet Rianne Archibald. Danielle Taylor Auger. River Kendall Auger. Fatma Aikli with distinction. Sarah Margaret Bacon. Patrick Theodore Berayuga. Riel Ann Barnechea with distinction. Tierra Mackenzie Joy Barnsley with distinction. Samantha Barr. Emma Laurie Rose Beach. Jenna Nicole Beyer. Salix Melina Bell. Recipient of an Eileen Charlotte Driscoll Scholarship, Catherine Elizabeth Ben-Susan with distinction. Raylyn Marie Billingsley with distinction. Joel Wesley Billiard. Tamiko Elizabeth Jean Billiard. Erica Jenna Blair. Samantha Nicole Blakeney with distinction. Maya Lenora Boyson. Natalia Jasmine Botello. Blair Emily Bradshaw. Emily Joy Braun with distinction. Jaden Lynn Brochu. Charlotte Suzanne Brown. JC Lynn Brown. Paige Alexandra Brown. Madison Lee Bryson. Emily Maria Bueller with distinction. Jillian Leela Bullock with distinction. Dominique Hussain Banyak. Jessica Lynn Burgess with distinction. Cameron Nicole Burke. Leanne Marie Cardy with distinction. Shay Lacey Careless with distinction. Receiving a Bachelor of Education as well as a Certificate in International Learning, Jaylyn Tia Celeste. Stephen Randall Arthur Suretsky with distinction. Rachel Yishen Chang. Nicole Elizabeth Charret. Tyler James Charlotte. Talia Alexandra Chase with distinction. Luke Chernesky. Sarah Gina Christensen. Sherianne Nicole Cleland with distinction. Brian Diane Rose Constantin. Samantha Laura Vi Culbert. Ashley Rose Cummins with distinction. Taylor Pamela Michelle Kernew. Samarin Wasim Damad with distinction. Samantha Lee Davis. Harmony Danar Derapete. Brooke Christine de Rudder. Emily Ann Dorby. Receiving a Bachelor of Education with distinction and a Certificate in International Learning, Phoenix Mindu. Brianne Laura Duguay with distinction. Megan Duro. Carter John Duzick. Kaylin Marie Dyke with distinction. Sarah Kate Eastwood. Ashley Helena Edward with distinction. Tassam Emran. Jamie Alexandra Ennis. Tristan Evans. Laura Marie Falkenstein with distinction. Reese William Alexander Fedoris with distinction. Abigail Marie Fitzgerald. Madison Taylor Faro with distinction. Haley Morgan Foley with distinction. Emily Jane Frederick. Amber Dawn Rachelle Frick with distinction. Abby Faith Friesen. Eva Friesen with distinction. Fraser Fruit. Marikel Lynn Foulé. Sarah Ann Fung with distinction. Caitlin Marie Godet. McGregor Tyne Goff with distinction. Shauna Joan Gaunt with distinction. Chelsea Ann Gary. Recipient of an Aileen Charlotte Driscoll Scholarship and recipient of a Bachelor of Music along with a Bachelor of Education, Chelsea Bianca Goulet. Gracie Judith Clara Gour. Hanako Tanya Graham with distinction. Cassidy Mary Jean Gramson. Hannah Lillian Green with distinction. Cody Allen Gregory with distinction. Rael Lee Grote. Kennedy Mabel Hackett with distinction. Kelsey Ray Haggerty with distinction. Jessica Puisan Han. Yewan Han. Samantha Ray Han with distinction. Catherine Francis Harrison. Jamie Shalane Heath with distinction. Megan Renee Hermary with distinction. Brad Huang with distinction. Asosa Leslie Akubasa. Jamie Joanna Lassina Ironstone. Jagreet Jinjar with distinction. Mohammed Kadri with distinction. Lila Kamel with distinction. McKenna Brianne Keefe. Abby Louise Keys with distinction. Shasta Khan. Varuni Khanna with distinction. Soraya Hidri. Marcus Kitchton with distinction. Alexandra Klammer. Juana Kleiter with distinction. Kayla Marie Koloski. Christy Lee Kotash. Skylar Ray Krebs with distinction. Jenna Teresa Kutash with distinction. Anna-Louise Marie Lafleur. Rylan Robert Lamy. Jean-Luc Normand Lamy. Carleen Chandra Larocque. Audrey Kayla Larocque Wolf. Shuehai Le. Rachel Marjorie Leaf with distinction. Rebecca Ann Lewis. April Lynn Limoges. True Madeline Lozick. Brianna Nicole Louis Poon with distinction. Zeming Lu. Jennifer Liu. Mackenzie Elizabeth Mackay. Scott James Madare with distinction. Suad Madi. Carly Alexandra Mahood. Avneet Malhi. Ashlyn Grace Martin with distinction. Casey May Masters. Kennedy Sarah Mateer. Michaela Louise McMahon. Christine Marlene Mejia with distinction. Lisa Carolyn Messer-Huber with distinction. Tristan Deanne Middleton with distinction. Rachel Milburn. Casey Elaine Miller with distinction. Calum Jordan Mockford. Timon Jeremy Mueller. Abigail Erin Nault with distinction. Kobe Everett Newwriter with distinction. Vivian Khan Wei with distinction. Sonia May An Nguyen with distinction. Arabelle Magdalena Niehaus. Hilary Marie Noble with distinction. Hilary is also receiving a Music of a Spheres 2002 scholarship. Alexi Oberic Oliveri. Kira Eileen O'Toole. Carlos Felipe Palavecino Frez. Amanda Pastuzik with distinction. Shay Christine Paul. Mackenzie May Pierce with distinction. Alexis Marie Pfeffer with distinction. Callista Ranel Pisoni. Kendra Alyssa Pittman. Larissa Pohoda. Raylin Lee Quance. Anaya Hani Rabi with distinction. Anthony Nicholas Roballo. Shanoa May Diane Roberts. Justina Rafael with distinction. Isabel Colleen Roram with distinction. Melissa Christine Sampson. Raylyn Jody Sanford Schultz. Kendall Alexandria Renee Sasbury with distinction. Michaela Marie Sheltis. Carly Schmucker. Sharon Scholing with distinction. Christopher Vincent J. Severite. Amy Lee Shagus with distinction. Miriam Ali Shideh. Holly Pauline Shinkarek. Mackenzie Ann Chopa. Lin Chan Chu. Maninderjit Kaur Sidhu. Chelsea Simpson with distinction. Stephanie Ella Smith. Brooke Rochelle Smith. Katrina Victoria Sosa with distinction. Alyssa Nicole Stanky with distinction. Jaylin Marie Legden Starko. Anna Elizabeth Steenwinkle with distinction. Courtney Stelter with distinction. McLean David Strathern with distinction. Taylor Grace Strawn with distinction. Brianne Elizabeth Summers. Xanadu Swanson with distinction. Hajar Swinya with distinction. Lindsay Victoria Taylor with distinction. Brooke Annette Thompson with distinction. Riley Maria Tompkinson with distinction. Shelley May Sit Tran with distinction. Brett Philip Tromberg. Kiana Faye Vanderspiel. Vanessa Margaret Varti. Vioma Prakash Vashi with distinction. Mackenzie Alexandria Grace Walter with distinction. Zhuojian Wang. Tanya Charlene Wenechko. Dana Lauren Webb. Andrea Michelle Werner with distinction. Chelsea Lynn Wilcox with distinction. Ashlyn Dawn Williams with distinction. Chelsea Ann Williams. Sarah Catherine Wojtas. Jessie Patricia Wold with distinction. Shaylee Lauren Wong with distinction. Megan Woolham with distinction. Gai Yon Yi with distinction. Paulina Zarzicki with distinction. Rena B. Yin Zhang with distinction. Danny Zhao with distinction. Lalin Zhang with distinction. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Jennifer Tupper, I present the following graduates for the Diploma of the Faculty of Education. Pallavi Mehta.
Was done, but I'm not. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty, I present to you the remaining scholars whose names appear in the Convocation program, but who are not in attendance.
So to our graduates, congratulations. You've made it. You are graduates of the University of Alberta, and I think this merits a standing ovation from your family and friends. Thank you. Thank you. Somebody's very excited over there. Now, there's one other group in the auditorium today that also merits a standing ovation, and I would like to ask our graduates to stand. And I want you to turn around and thank your family and friends who were there for this journey. So before you are formally welcomed into the University of Alberta Alumni Association, I invite you to watch the screens for a presentation of a special video montage. The song that accompanies the video, Je te retrouve, or I Remember You, was commissioned by the Campus Saint-Jean in 2008 in honor of the U of A centenary. It captures the hopefulness and potential of days spent at the university, and hopefully sparks your own memories of your years here. The song is also a display of many U of A talents. It was composed by Professor Emeritus and Honorary Degree recipient, Dr. France Levasseur-Humet, and arranged by U of A alumnus, Dr. Alan Bevan. The recording is performed by Chorale Saint-Jean under the direction of Laurier Fagnon. And I have to tell you, I cry every time I see this video. So enjoy.
Thank you.
Eminent Chancellor, thank you et merci. To the graduating class of 2022, you have shown incredible resiliency, drive, and determination to be here today. Congratulations and welcome. My name is Simone Demers Collins, and I graduated from the University of Alberta in 1971 from the Faculty of AILS. It is my honor to congratulate you on becoming a U of A alumnus and to officially welcome you to our alumni family. We are more than 300,000 strong, living in some 140 countries around the world. We are a supportive, proud, diverse, global network, collectively making extraordinary contributions to the alumni community, the university, and for the public good. Together, we are change makers, community builders, world shapers. Throughout the history of the university, our world has faced many challenges, but when we stand together, we generate the solutions that make us healthier, safer, stronger, and more just. We will always be seeking, always be challenging, and most of all, always be leading. Like our university, our alumni lead with purpose. Félicitations à tous et bonne chance. Congratulations and best wishes to all of you in your future endeavors.
We're almost coming to the end. And so the last thing I get to do is, in closing, to offer some few words of thanks. To Dr. Michael Fair, thank you once again for sharing your story and your wisdom with our university family. You are an inspiring example of leadership, service, and accomplishment. In accepting this honorary degree, you bring great honor to the University of Alberta, and we will never think about our shoes in the same way again. Thank you, Michael. I also wish to thank our talented vocalist Noah Wright and our outstanding Convocation band under the direction of Dr. Thomas Dust. Thank you so much. And sitting here, and all of us are so pleased to be here, it's hard to believe, but there's just a really lot of hard work and planning that goes into this. And so I want to acknowledge the hard work of the Office of the Registrar and the Office of the Senate for their organization of today's convocation. And I'm pleased to invite everyone to join us in the lobbies after our convocation ends today to extend our congratulations to all the graduates. Finally, to our graduates. Congratulations for all you've accomplished leading up to the conferral of your degree. On top of the normal challenges of completing a degree, these past 2 years have been incredibly challenging. And I want to acknowledge your determination and perseverance that helped you get to this day. It might be a bit of a cliche to say we're all in this together, but these past 2 years have taught us how much that simple message rings true. Your convocation today symbolizes what we can achieve together, how we can uplift the whole people, how we can continue to explore and pursue the truth when we unleash the creativity, the energy, ideas, and compassion of the students who are graduating today and will lead the way for tomorrow. I hope you feel incredibly proud of what you have accomplished in your years at the university. You have spent hours, months, and years listening and learning, digging into complex issues and topics, thinking critically about some of the most pressing issues of our time, sharing time with friends and colleagues, and preparing for wherever your journey will take you. In turn, we are incredibly proud of all of you, our newest graduates. You bring us hope for the future. You inspire us with your energy, your enthusiasm, and ideas. Whatever path you choose, I encourage you above all else to understand you can make a positive difference in our world. And I can assure you that the University of Alberta will be here cheering you on from the sidelines as each of you pursues your next hopes and dreams. Enjoy your celebration and the rest of today. Thank you so much.